GOP presidential candidate. Good to see you, Ambassador. Thank you for being here today. We
Thanks
hear
for having me.
almost nothing about this really from the president, except that he's now sending 1,500 members of the military National Guard down there to try to help sort of organize all of this. You know, I also remember when the planes were landing in the middle of the night with people in upstate New York? And that was sort of the beginning of this. Now they're going on buses up to hotels from New York City, and it's going to happen in other cities as well, I'm sure. What do you make of it?
Well, I think we have to speak some hard truths. I mean, I think the first thing you've got to look at is, you know, he's sending 1,500 members down there. Let's be clear, they're going to be processors, and they are not ready for the crisis that's about to happen. But this is the interesting thing, Martha. This falls on the president. This is an absolute dereliction of duty, but it also falls on the feet of Congress. This is not a surprise that we suddenly woke up and Title 42 was ending. They all knew this was going to happen. Every single member of Congress, the president knew it, and no one did anything. They got on TV and complained about it, but nobody did anything. 5 million people have come across. Enough fentanyl has crossed the border that would kill every single American last year. You've got literally the #1 cause of death for adults 18 to 49, fentanyl. I went to that border. I didn't go and pull a Kamala and go there and come back. I went 400 miles on that border. What I saw was immoral and irresponsible, and there's a lot of blame to go around, yet no one has gotten in a room and said we're going to fix this for the American people, especially when every state is now a border state.
Well, here, speaking of Congress, here's Senator Sinema calling out the White House. Watch.
The Biden administration had 2 years to prepare for this and did not do so. And our state is going to bear the brunt. And migrants will be in crisis as soon as next week. It will be a humanitarian crisis because we are not prepared.
It's interesting, Governor, because a lot of the ideas that they've now suddenly come up with at the White House are very similar to the ideas and policies that the former president had in place, that you have to register somewhere in the country that you're coming from. There's an app that you can do to get your asylum process going. And once you get here, if you don't meet the criteria, they want to send you back, which just raises the question, why didn't they just leave in place what was going on when they took office? Oh, you know what? You know what? There's a Title 42 question at the White House, Governor. Hang with us for just 1 second. Let's hear what this is.
With the tools that we have in front of us, that we are doing everything that we can. We have a robust multi-agency plan to humanely manage the border through enforcement, deterrence, and diplomacy. And we're implementing that plan with our regional partners, using the few tools we have remaining because, again, Congress has failed to act. The president has taken action on this issue of the border since day one. And what we're seeing from Republican officials, what we're seeing from Congress, Republicans in Congress, is they want to play politics. That's what they want to do. They want to play politics and actually not deal with an issue that has challenged us for decades. This is nothing new, but it has challenged us for decades. And so the president is doing everything that he can in his power, but he needs Congress to act. Okay.
What are the president's expectations for the substance of the meeting tomorrow? He's got a very hardened position.
Okay, just wanted to grab that on Title 42, Governor. She says that the president has taken action since day one, and she's blaming Congress. She says this is their fault.
Dereliction of duty by the president, irresponsible actions by Congress. They all knew this was coming. They're pointing fingers at each other. There are no saints in this issue. They need to fix it. There are real solutions that can be done, and Congress and Biden have failed us on this.
Well, it's interesting. You've got people like Lori Lightfoot and Mayor Adams here who said, we're sanctuary cities. You know, we will open our arms to you. And now they are blaming everybody and, you know, sending people on buses to get out of their cities. So it seems that it was disingenuous that they were open arms to all of these folks. It's a terrible situation. Governor Haley, it's always good to see you. Thank you very much for being here. We'll talk soon.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.